This week is National Hazing Prevention Week.
And President Padilla has announced a tuition freeze for the 2022 and 2023 academic year.
After some rain this afternoon, we now have just a little bit of cloud cover as we're headed into the weekend here in Valparaiso.
We have that and more. This edition of 15 News at 5 starts right now.
Thank you for joining us on 15 News at 5. I'm Bella Pittman.
And I'm Allen Marvel.
This week, Valparaiso University has taken part in National Hazing Prevention Week. IFC and Panhellenic presented Into the Gray presentation on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, Purple was worn in support of hazing prevention. Tonight, Love Mom and Dad, a panel of parents discussing hazing, will be in the community room from 7 to 9, and tabling will occur in the Union from 10 till 2 for the rest of the week.
Valparaiso University's Day of Caring is an annual event where students help the local community by volunteering. This annual event is on Saturday, September 25th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Check-in for all volunteers will take place at 8 a.m. in the Hari Union ballrooms. If you or your friends want to participate, email volunteer.valpo.edu for more information.
On Monday, September 13th, President Padilla sent out an email to students. This email stated that the Board of Directors have decided to freeze tuition for the 2022-2023 academic year. This means that the cost of tuition for undergraduate and graduate students will not be increasing. However, this does not mean fees for room and board as well as other fees will not increase, as there may be a minor increase to them. More information regarding the rates will be available before the spring semester.
Since its inauguration in 2008, the Confucius Institute at Valparaiso University has been a beacon of Chinese culture for the students, staff, and community members. Supported by the Confucius Institute headquarters and co-run by Valparaiso University and Jiaxing University of Technology, the Confucius Institute has been a source of cultural diversity for the university. Recently, this foreign funding was subject to much conspiracy by Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita. The Indiana Attorney General has proclaimed his suspicion of communist propaganda being spread to Hoosiers through the Institute. A few weeks after Rokita announced he would be conducting an investigation into the Confucius Institute at Valparaiso University, President Padilla sent out a letter to friends and alumni stating that the Confucius Institute at Valparaiso University will be closing. In the letter, Padilla stated it was not due to the investigation by Rokita, but due to the risk of losing funding from the Department of Education. This can be cited in a recent law that was passed by Congress that prohibits the Defense Department from funding any research at universities with a Confucius Institute. Valpo will join the list of 88 other universities closing the doors on their Confucius Institute.
Hey seniors, make sure to sign up for graduation before October 1st. You can do this by going to the Apply for Graduation link on DataView. For undergraduates, the deadline is October 1st for both spring and fall graduation. For graduate students, the deadline is November 1st for spring graduation and February 1st for fall. For all graduates, make sure to review your degree audit by pressing the Program Evaluation link on DataView, and if needed, meet with your advisor to either set a plan for finishing your degree or to look at possible exemptions.
This week's poll is out. What do you like to do on a rainy day? A, splash in puddles, B, watch television, C, play games with friends, or D, do some baking or crafting. Head on over to our Twitter page after the broadcast to cast your vote.
We have 15 weather Alexa Minton in the studio. So Alexa, will we continue to see more rain coming in the next days?
Well, Bella, we might have a little bit more rain, but for right now, we are going to stay nice and dry here in Valparaiso. We have a nice little cloud cover with a little bit of sunshine down on those trees for the rest of the day. We've had strong powerhouse winds all throughout the day today, making kids put on their windbreakers as they go across campus. We're going to have a very warm weekend with a little bit of a dip on Saturday, but there's some more rain on the way Saturday morning hours. Taking a look at our current radar, we see that there's not much happening in Valparaiso, but as we look over here in South Bend and even up into Michigan, there's quite the big rain system that kind of passed through us earlier today. And even as we zoom out, we can see it kind of swirling over Michigan with really great circulation as it's heading over the Michigan area over to the east coast. As we progress and we look at our current temperatures, we've got 63 degrees in Valparaiso, 71 in Rockford, 73 in Davenport, even 72 down in Peoria. And as we get ready to look at our wind chill, we see we're going to drop substantially throughout the week. And as we head into Saturday morning hours, we're going to get substantially warmer. As we look at our day planner right now, we see that we've got 50 degrees all throughout the day on Saturday, but it's going to drop as it hits about 8 p.m. So back to you guys.
Thanks, Alexa. Some of the oldest trees in the United States are being threatened by wildfires.
And a powerful earthquake shakes Australia. Stick with us. A pair of California wildfires have reached an area where some of the world's largest trees are located. The K&P complex wildfire is now burning in a small area of the iconic giant forest in Sequoia National Park. The fire was started by lightning earlier this month and comprises the Colony and Paradise fires. The fire has burned over 21,000 acres within the park's footprint, and is 0% contained. Giant sequoias, which can reach heights of 300 feet, have already been hit hard by fires in the state in recent years. The National Park Service says 2/3 of all giant sequoia grove acreage across the Sierra Nevada have burned in wildfires between 2015 and 2020. Sequoias that were killed during the last year's Castle Fire could have ranged from hundreds to 3,000 years old.
A rare, powerful earthquake has rocked Australia's second largest city. Buildings were damaged and power lines brought down in Melbourne, almost 200 kilometers from the epicenter, while tremors were felt as far north as Sydney. So far, no reports of serious injuries. The 5.9 magnitude quake is one of the strongest on record in Australia.
Paris Notre Dame Cathedral is on track to reopen in 2024. The public body responsible for its conservation announced on Saturday, according to the statement, the building has been entirely secured. That means the cathedral, quote, is now saved, that she's on her pillars. The organization told CNN's affiliate, BFM TV, the restoration works were set to begin in the coming months. The 850-year-old church was partially destroyed following a fire in 2019.
Coming up after the break, Alexa Minton will have your full forecast.
And we'll take a look at this past week's Valpo sports. Stick with us.
Taking a look at our current radar, guys, we can see that rain that kind of moved through the Valparaiso area as it now is headed into Michigan, but there is more rain to come. As we kind of look at our velocity for those wind speeds we've all been experiencing throughout the day, we see that it's pretty substantial around Kankakee and it's headed towards Valparaiso again. So make sure that you don't put away those raincoats and those windbreakers quite yet. It's still coming our way. Looking at our current radar again, we've got some activity up here near South Bend. Nothing too much around Valparaiso, just light drizzles. But if we take a big spread outlook, we see this massive storm system kind of circling around the Michigan area that just passed over Valpo earlier today. As we take a look at our current temperatures, we see we've had a nice temperature drop after those extremely hot temperatures we had earlier this week. We're at 63 here in Valparaiso, 59 in Michigan City, but we see warm weather off to our west coast with 71 in Rockford, 69 in Joliet. Taking a look at our future temperatures as we progress throughout our Thursday and Friday, we drop down to 46 degrees by the early Friday morning hours, which gets pretty cold for what we're used to right now. But we're going to go back up to 74 for 4:30 in the afternoon. We're going to have one more temperature drop as we head into Saturday with 67 in Valpo. But as we progress throughout the day on Sunday, we'll hopefully mellow out around a nice 72 degrees. Looking at the current temperatures across the nation, we see that storm system is kind of calling a nice cool weather around the Valparaiso area, but more warm weather's on its way. Our future radar isn't showing anything too much until we hit our Saturday morning hours. We're going to get some nice rain in Valparaiso, some heavy rain up Michigan, and we're going to see that this is going to affect our future rainfall, giving us around Saturday morning about a 2/10 of an inch, even half an inch up in Michigan. Looking at our tonight temperatures, we've got 45 degrees here in Valpo with that breeze carrying on. And as we head into tomorrow, we're going to go back up to 77 degrees with partly cloudy skies. And taking a look at our 7-day forecast, we have 77 here on Friday, dropping down a little bit on Saturday, but warming up as we head back into Monday with some nice sunshine on Tuesday and Wednesday, dropping back down to 76 here on Thursday.
Thanks, Alexa. After the break, we'll have a recap of this past week's sports. The Valparaiso University Beacons pushed defending Ivy League champion Dartmouth to their limit in their 28-18 season opener loss to the Big Green. A defensive safety in the end zone followed by a steady drive down the field that resulted on a field goal gave Valpo an early 5-0 lead midway through the first quarter. The defense would continue to set the tone for the rest of the game, forcing 3 turnovers and 2 sacks for a combined 18 yards lost. One of the most exciting parts of the game was not even on the field, but rather in the stands. Almost 4,000 Valpo fans came and filled the Browns Fields bleachers, providing a supercharged environment that Coach Landon Fox said was the best crowd since I've been here in terms of atmosphere and excitement.
Women's tennis competed in Redbird Invite in Normal, Illinois. This weekend, fifth-year senior Claire Sizerwanka earned her 100th career win combining singles and double wins, highlighting the winning trend of the team going 4-7 on Saturday and 5-2 on Sunday in singles play.
Men's golf also had a historic home tournament in Chesterton, Indiana, where the team became the second best record 54-hole team in program history, with 5 of the top 10 players in a 73-player field being Valparaiso Beacons. Be on the lookout for the first conference road game for women's soccer on Friday and the start of conference season for Valpo football on Saturday. So Bella, have you been to any of the sports games for this year?
Not yet. How about you?
I actually got to go to the game on Saturday and it was so amazing. Like the student section was so hype and it was such a fun time to be there. Like I have videos from everyone cheering and doing like the chants. It was just so amazing. The atmosphere was like so exciting. Like I cannot explain how great it was.
Well, I know I personally have pretty high expectations for basketball this year because those are the only sports game I went to my freshman year. So to be back in the stands will be quite exciting.
I know, those basketball games are so hype and I'm so excited to see how well they go this year.
Yeah. After the break, we'll have a final look at the weather.
Thanks to that rain coming in on early Saturday morning, we're going to see a nice little temperature dip on Saturday, bringing us down to 70 degrees. But the sunshine will prevail, bringing us back up to 82 by Monday with some more sunshiny weather as we head into the next week.
Thanks, Alexa. Hey, I have a question for you.
All right.
This one came from one of our viewers. What is your favorite season and why?
Bella, what's your favorite season? You go first.
I'm a summer person for sure.
I like that nice, cool weather where we're at right now. So we got a little bit of a breeze, and we've got sunshine sometimes, but it's not too hot, not too cold.
I mean, I am along with Bella. I think summer is just like the best time of year. Like I know sometimes it's hot, but being outside and getting that tan on and swimming all day, it's just the best. Personally for me as well.
If you have a question for us, send it our way on Facebook or Twitter, and we might answer it. You can send screenshots of forums, questions you've been asked, or questions that you have yourself. From all of us at VUTV, thank you so much for joining this week. We'll see you next Thursday on 15 News.